let's have a look over the chair. Let's have a look at some of the features. Let me have a little sup. And then I'll tell you what I think to this chair. Well, hello there, people. So, what have I got for you today? What have I got for myself? I happen to have a pint of the Dark Arts from the Magic Rock Brewery. A beauty. Already put the review out there, so I can say that. Have a look at it. Absolute belter. If you've got a perfect draft, check my review of that out. Have a look at it. And then get it. Anyway, that kind of gives away the review. But that's not what I'm reviewing now. What better item to review with the Dark Arts beer than a Dark Knight gaming chair? Yes, that's what I'm reviewing. So let's have a sup. So many of us are working from home that little bit more. Myself, I had an office chair, bought it from Amazon, I think. I think it was one of the basics range. It was all right. It served me okay. And I thought, if I'm working from home 2-3 months, this is game on. It's absolutely fine. Then if in future it's just 1 or 2 days a week, again, suited down to the ground. But as time has gone on, been working at home a bit more, and I thought I want a bit more luxury for this Baldy's backside. So had a bit of research in, had a look around, asked a few people that were, working from home, asked a few people that I saw on kind of Teams meetings and things like that. And I thought, their chair looks all right. So I asked them, and a common thread appeared. That common thread was a Secret Lab chair. Now, if you watch any kind of gaming competitions, I've got to be honest, I don't. But if you do, you may well see that these, the Secret Lab people, they sponsor those galore. All the gamers are sitting there in these chairs. I thought that's got to be a pretty good kind of recommendation for it, hasn't it? Because if you're a proper gamer, then you're sitting in a chair for a long time. So if you're sitting in a chair for a long time, you want it to be a comfortable one. So I thought, let's go. Let's get it. I had a look online. It was just before Black Friday, probably about 3 weeks before. And I thought, there's a possibility that they could offer them on Black Friday. So I filled out the contact form. I said, look, if I buy something now, are you going to stitch me up in 3 weeks and knock the price of it down? Or have you inflated the price now and then you're going to bring it down in 3 weeks for Black Friday? Now, I don't know if that's what they did, but sure enough, Black Friday came and it had something like 30-40 quid off. So I thought, game on, I'll go for it. I'll buy that chair. Now, if you have a look on the site, there's links below in the description. There are many, many different designs. They bring out new ones all the time for the latest trends. So if there's a new game coming out, Cyberpunk's probably got one, I think it has. That kind of thing. They bring out that kind of design chair. Now, for me, I did want one that would suit work as well as pleasure. So I wanted quite a discreet design. But there's a bit of a kid in me still. There's that bit of a child in me that thought, I also do want something that's a little bit funky. What did I go for? I went for the Dark Knight edition. The Dark Knight edition. Cheers, Dark Arts. Let's have a sup. It's a belter. So the thing is, that's what I'm sitting in now. And if I'm on a Teams call or whatever video conferencing suite takes your fancy, I'm looking into the camera. No one can see anything to do with a bat. No one can see a thing. However, when I'm playing my games, not on my computer, I'm swiveling round people. Yeah? That's what you get. You get the bat. Let me swivel back. So I don't know if that focused in very well, but basically you've got the bat. You got the bat on the back. You've also got the bat on this side as well. Let me stand up. Let me show you the bat. So there we go. Look at that. So let's have a little bit of a look-see over this chair, and then I'll tell you if I think I made a good decision or not. First point is they ain't cheap. They're not cheap chairs. But just like a mattress, you spend a fair whack of time on a mattress, so therefore you do buy a good one. A TV, you spend a fair whack of time watching a TV, so you buy a decent one, if you can. At the moment, looking on the website, we're looking at 394 of your finest for this little beauty here. Now that apparently has got 65 schnicks off it. You know, did they inflate it? Dunno. No idea. 394 quid at the moment. So basically, you probably don't want to be paying any more than that. If you know someone with one, then you can get 20 quid off and they'll get kind of a upholstery cleaning set to clean their chair. So I think they get like 2 referrals. So you can get 20 quid off a standard price. I don't think you can get 20 quid off when it's on sale. And apparently at the moment, there is a New Year sale on. Just having a quick look at that now, it's on a pre-order. So this is on pre-order. It took mine about 3 weeks to come when I ordered it on Black Friday. Good service. The customer service, I would say, is brilliant. Absolutely top notch. Now, I'll tell you why I say that in a minute. But I'm recording this on the 5th of Jan, 27th of January. That's when it'll be shipping by. So not too long to wait. Anyway, let's have a look over the chair. Let's have a look at some of the features. Let me have a little sup. And then I'll tell you what I think to this chair. Total honest opinion. Okay, so here we go with basically the front of the seat. The stitching and stuff, second to none. It is a beauty. It looks good. Nice design. There's your bat friend. Here he is. Yeah. Nice kind of armoured Batman style back. Yeah. So far, so good. Looking nice. It's kind of a mesh bit on the side. Again, looks good. There's your seat. That's where you're sitting. Obviously. Yeah. Armrests. Armrest there with a nice indentation of the Secret Lab logoage. Here's your kind of stitching. Look at that. Now, it is beautiful. I've got to say, the quality, as soon as you open the box, you sniff it. You can smell the quality of that leather. And the stitching and everything is spot on. I did not spot one stitch out of place, and I did have a good study of it. So, yeah, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. So it's nice. It's nice. Now this beauty here, this here is your cushion. And I've got to say, that is a memory foam bit of goodness. It's an absolute beauty. You could have a kip on it. You really could. Bit more detail there. There's your wings. Let's have another look at him again. Yeah. So obviously no one sees that, do they? Because you're sitting in it. And the base just here. So I've got a black carpet. Not my choice. That was there when we moved in, but doesn't really show this off. But lovely casters. But I have got to say, those casters, they run smooth, even on this carpet. So you can tell a nice bit of quality. Right, leverage. So there is a few settings. Got to be said, you will be adjusting this little baby a lot. So that one there, that locks it. That locks you back so that you can't recline. It kind of makes it stiff. Very, very small bit of reclinage. Whip round the other side, and that is your other lever. That's for your up and down, standard. Yeah, nothing fancy about that. Up and down. Okay, so armrestage. Here we go. There we go, look at that. Nice motion, lovely motion. Lovely clippage. Just a little clip thing. So that's the height. I mean, I've seen ones that go up a little bit further. Seen ones that go down a bit further. And something that is worth thinking about is, does this roll under your desk? So it does just for me. That rolls under the desk without this top bit getting scraped on the underside of your desk. So that's worth thinking about. And does that go over the top of your desk? Because when you're sitting at a curved desk, like I am, does the desk go underneath here? So again, worth thinking about. Now you have got a little bit of a button here. Look at that. Yeah, spins out. So if you want to, yeah. Pint stays on there nicely. So the pint does nicely balance on the armrest. Important consideration. So there we go, that's the armrestage. There is another button. Oh, yeah. Then you got a bit of a slidey slide. Look at that. Slides in, slides out. In, out. Never used it. Never used that. I have used this bit. I have done that a few times. I've done that many a time. I've never done that until now. So there we go. You'll be playing with it. You play with it. Now this is an important one. Hopefully I'm still in focus, but, you know, because this is an important one. So this lever here, that's your recliner. So you've got a bit of a swing, yeah? Bit of a lazy days, happy days, and like I say, with that cushion, you're relaxed. Look at that. I mean, you can imagine, can't you? Pondering what villain to slay next as the Dark Knight. Or just stay in and enjoy the Dark Arts. Anyway, so that's a little bit of a swing back. But this one here we go. Look at that. Bring that cushion in. You know what I mean? No. Anyway, so nice reclinerage. And that's gone on the back of this. It actually goes even further back than that. So, bring it back up. We're back in the game. Not literally, but we are back. So, there's your features. Nice. And it feels nice. It's all over the place now. So yeah, there you go. Lovely. The design of it, top marks. The finish of it, top marks. Could not spot an absolute flaw in the quality of the stuff they have used. The bolts, even the tools that they give you to put it together feel quality. There has been no expense spared. Now, this chair did have, when it arrived, a little tear in it. It was about yay big, very, very small. And I messaged the Secret Lab support team, and they got back to me within 24 hours. Now, this was around Black Friday. So they got back to me in 24 hours and said, can you send us the photographic evidence, the condition of the box, etc., etc. I did. And as I did that, and as I took the photographs of the box, you could see that it had actually been punctured. The box had been punctured in delivery. And that puncturing of the box actually went through and made that very, very tiny little tear in the back of the backrest. I didn't want to risk that kind of expanding over time, tearing further, which could happen. So I said, could you replace it? They came back, said yes. Obviously, don't want that to happen. At the moment, we are fulfilling a lot of orders, and it will be with you in January. So that hasn't come yet, but it hasn't reached the date when they said that they would send it. So fair play. They have been incredibly responsive, well impressed with the customer service. And I think that speaks a lot about certain companies. It's good. So I've been impressed with them. The build quality of it, I've been incredibly impressed by. But, and there is a but, is it the most comfy chair that I've ever sat in? Because it's probably the most money I've spent on a single chair. Now, for the first 2 weeks, I thought, what have I done? Because it's firm. It is a very, very firm chair. So my back hurt a little bit. My rear end wasn't the most comfy. And it actually made me look on their site. And have a look yourself. Again, I'll put some links in the description. Because what this was doing was putting me in the right position for working and for gaming. I have been sitting in the chair an awful lot because I do both in the chair. And basically, the posture that I had in my old chair wasn't good. So this was correcting that posture. But while it was doing that, it was making it feel a little bit painful. I would say week 3 was when all of a sudden it was like, this is nice. This is feeling good. And then it felt a lot better than my previous office chair. So that was my experience. Whether that would be the same for everyone, no idea. Whether or not if you've been sitting perfectly well in your current chair, then you go to this, that wouldn't happen, no idea. But that was my experience. That's what happened to me. It is a very firm chair. It is not like sitting on cotton wool. But apparently, read up on it, that's not what you want. The softer does not necessarily mean the better. Yeah, it can feel like it for a bit, but it's not good for you. So this now feels absolutely top-notch throughout the day. Well happy with it. And I didn't think I was going to be that for a start. Looking over some comments and things like that people have put when reviewing this chair, people that are commenting early on once they've bought it are saying, wow, it's a firm chair. It's not the most comfy. People that are giving it a bit more time, they're the ones that notice the benefits. That's my experience. That's what I'm telling you. At the moment, you're looking at a good 394 for it. This is the Titan. This is the Black Knight edition. They do many, many different editions. They also do a size checker on the site. So I banged in my details, 6'9" and stuff like that. And it basically said, the Titan's for you. They do an Omega or something like that and another Titan bigger thing. So, fair play. The seat's big on this Titan. You could cross your legs on it if you wanted. It suits me. So it's worth doing that size checker as well. Again, I'll pop the links in the description. So, what would I give it out of 10? I would say in those first 2 weeks, I probably would have said about a 6. Now I'm saying I'm giving it a 9. I like it. That said, I did give this Dark Arts, if you watch that, I gave that a... No. Have a look at that review as well. Right. That's my view on the Titan Secret Lab chair. Like it or leave it. It's up to you. If you're looking for a chair, I haven't got a lot more to compare it to apart from that Amazon Basic Choice office chair. So, take of that what you will. But for now, people, what I'm saying is cheers, good chair. Cheers, good chair. Cheers.